Why do some sneakers have holes in the side? Some think you're supposed to loop your shoelaces into these to make them tighter, but the real reason is the holes add ventilation. No one likes hot feet, and that's why some sneakers have holes to give you more air. Why do some clothing items come with a small square of fabric? Some think it's for sewing things up if you rip your clothing, but it's actually to test how washing cycles will affect your clothing. You can put the square in the wash with the settings you want, and see if the clothing square will shrink or get discolored. If that happens, then you know not to wash the clothing in the same way, potentially saving you from ruining your clothes. How come airplane windows have a tiny hole? Don't worry, it's not a real hole in the window. Airplane windows are made from two pieces of perspex, which is a plastic glass. Without the tiny hole, the inner piece of glass would shatter. That's because of the pressure difference inside and outside of the plane. The tiny hole equalizes the pressure. Who'd have thought this tiny hole has a life-saving purpose? Have you ever wondered what the blue part of an eraser is for? Most people think that the pink part of the eraser is for erasing pencil and the blue part is for erasing pen, but that's not true. The blue part is actually meant for smudges. When you erase pencil with the pink part of an eraser, it's common for smudges to be left behind, and the blue part is designed to remove those. When eraser makers realized people didn't know this, they took advantage and pretended that the blue part erases ink, which is definitely false advertising. Have you ever wondered why some rulers have a hole? Most people think ruler holes are there to help you draw a perfect circle, but the hole is actually there to hang the ruler up. That's because most rulers won't fit inside a desk drawer. Have you ever wondered why lollipop sticks have holes? Well, they're actually there to keep the lollipop on the stick. Lollipops are molded around the stick, but if it weren't for these holes, there would be no friction, and the lollipop would simply fall off the stick. The melted candy gets stuck inside the holes, attaching the lollipop to the stick. How come shirts have that loop on the back? There are actually three reasons for this loop. The first is it allows you to hang your shirt on a hook. The second reason is you can put your tie through the loop. For example, if you have to run and don't want your tie to get in the way. And the third reason is to show that you're single. American university students have begun removing the loop when they start dating a girl. So if you see a university student without this loop on their shirt, then they're taken. Have you ever wondered why bottle cap lids have this disc inside? These are called sealable discs. They help to keep the liquid inside the bottle, especially the gas in the bottles, which keeps the drinks carbonated. Without these sealable caps, sodas would go flat almost instantly. Ever wondered why pen lids have a hole at the top? Well, these exist because people often chew their pen lids. Some people would then accidentally swallow the pen lids. This led to hundreds of people passing away every year. So to give people a better chance at survival, pen companies put this hole in the lids. This allows some air to pass through if you swallow a pen lid. If you were to swallow a pen lid before, then your airway would be totally closed off. But thanks to these holes, some air does get through, saving hundreds of lives every year. But I think the solution is simply don't chew on your pen lid just in case. What is that thick cylinder on cables? You'll often find these on laptop power cables. But what do they actually do? It's called a ferrite bead, and it suppresses high-frequency noise in the electrical circuits, making sure that cables deliver the right frequency of power. Ever wondered why some teacups have these holes? The hole prevents it from sliding around on a slippy surface, and also means water won't build up on it when it's in the dishwasher.